If you're planning to purchase a home here in the Augusta, Georgia area, but you've really been wondering about the process, you're not really sure about what to expect, perhaps you may feel a little reluctant or even a little nervous. You don't understand how you can live in your location and purchase a home here in Augusta, Georgia, then you definitely want to see this video, because in this video, I am going to share with you the steps involved and what to expect when purchasing a home here in the Augusta, Georgia area right after this. Hi, I'm Delresa Rollerson, your Global Real Estate Connection, and welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here on this channel, you'll learn all things real estate. You'll learn what it's like to buy, sell, and invest here in the Augusta, Georgia area. In this video, I'll be sharing with you the proper steps and insight in regards to purchasing a home, whether you live out of the country, whether you live in another state, or even if you live here in the Augusta, Georgia area, but you're not really sure about the steps to take. Then that's what I'm going to be sharing with you here in this video. I totally understand your journey that you're going through if you're relocating from another area coming here to Georgia, because me and my family, we relocated from Illinois to Augusta, Georgia back in 2015. And it was before we had YouTube realtors here in the Augusta, Georgia area. I'm able to assist others with what I have personally learned from having a long distance moving to the Augusta, Georgia area. So I'm able to assist you with avoiding pitfalls, in addition to walking you through the steps. Me and my team can walk you through the steps and navigating you through the steps in purchasing a home here in Augusta, Georgia. So the very first step that you would take, you've already taken it, which is doing your research. So kudos to you for starting to do your research and moving to Augusta, Georgia. The next step is deciding upon a realtor. So you need to really select a realtor, a real estate agent, a realtor who knows what you are going through, who understands your journey. In addition to that, someone who understands the market here, the ever-changing market, and they're familiar, very familiar with our area, because our area here in Augusta, Georgia is really different from the rest of the country. We have a lot of different industries here that's penetrating our market and that's keeping our market stable, which is Plant Vogel. We've got, of course, Fort Gordon, which is Cyber Command, and we have a lot of other companies. Amazon is now here. So because of that, our real estate market is really different. So you need to make sure, if you're trying to purchase a home here in Augusta, Georgia, do not go at it alone. Make sure you are partnered with a realtor who really is very knowledgeable of the area. So the next step is finding a realtor that you're comfortable with, one that is going to listen to you, one that is going to embrace what your family needs and do their best to find that. I highly recommend shop around for a realtor, because what you want to do is you want to make sure that you select a realtor that is going to be a good fit for you. So not everybody is a good fit for everyone. I'm not a good fit for everyone, but you want to make sure that your realtor is a good fit for you. You want to make sure that your realtor understands your journey. It really will be good for your realtor to have experience with what you're going through. And also it's going to be good for you to select a realtor who's going to really listen to your needs, a realtor that's really going to hone in on what you're looking for. One of the things that we do is I study my clients, because I want to make sure that I am giving you what you're looking for in regards to your home. This is a big purchase. I mean, this is the biggest purchase you'll ever make in your life. So I want to make sure that you are getting what you're wanting in a home. So during our Zoom, so go ahead and you can go ahead, even now, you can schedule a meeting with me on if you go to the comments below, I dropped a link to my calendar. You can get on my calendar and I can put together a customized action plan for you. So all of my clients, we put a customized action plan together. It has a lot of moving parts to it, but it's something that is specifically for you, and it's something that will really assist us in assisting you throughout the process in purchasing your home. Because I personally know, like I mentioned before, moving from another location, it can be really scary. I mean, you don't know what to expect. So you really do need to have someone that is going to make the process on this end smooth for you, because there's already going to be challenges just with moving in itself. So if you're looking for a realtor, of course, I have to let you know my team and I, we are available for you. We are here. We would be happy to partner with you. So feel free to give us a call. You can call us here and send us a text, or either in the comments, you can have access to my calendar and you can press the link and it takes you right to my calendar. You can schedule Zoom and we can navigate you through the process. We can talk and see if we're a good fit for you. Even if you're not purchasing in Augusta, but you're purchasing somewhere else, keep in mind, I have teams throughout the entire United States. We are now in over 22 countries. So wherever you are, I have team members who can partner with you and help you. And I can still be there with you to administratively help you throughout the process. So that's step 2. And the very next step would be to get pre-approved for a mortgage. So if you're not purchasing a house for cash, then you're going to need to finance your transaction, which is basically obtaining a mortgage. So you'll need to find a lender, and that's where your realtor is going to partner with you, because I recommend, if you're purchasing a home here in Augusta, Georgia, I highly recommend that you use one of the local lenders here in the area, just basically to assist you with that. I can tell you more about that. If you would like to just go ahead and schedule a Zoom with me, I can shed a lot of light with you on that situation. Why I really recommend having a pre-approval done by a lender that's here in the area. But obtaining your pre-approval, there are a few steps involved with that. You are going to have to share your financial situation with your lender. So whichever lender you choose, you're going to have to share your financial portfolio with them. They're going to want to see your W-2s. If you're self-employed, they're going to want to see information in regards to your job, in regards to your business. They're going to want to see your 1099. They're going to want to see bank statements. They are going to get financially nosy. So do not get offended. That is the job of the lender. A lender's job is to really look at your financial situation to determine if you're a safe risk for them. And the reason being is you're asking them to loan you $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $1 million to purchase a home. So they're wanting to make sure that it's really a safe risk. So they're wanting to see everything that's going on with your financial situation. So just expect that the lender is going to ask you several questions in regards to your financial situation. And they may ask you multiple times for some of the same documents. So don't get offended. That's part of the thing. That's part of the process that you go through with getting pre-approved. Just keep all of your information in a booklet or keep it digitally. Keep it so it's accessible. So whenever they need it, you'll be able to have that information for them. So the pre-approval is really letting you know how much of a home you're able to afford. It's letting you know how much the lender is willing to give you to go purchase your home. So once you have your pre-approval, once the lender pre-approves you, they're going to give you what's called a pre-approval letter. Once you get a pre-approval letter, you give that to your realtor. Your loan officer will get that from your loan officer. Once your realtor receives your pre-approval letter, it is on and popping. That is the ammunition that we need to hit the target specifically for you. So once we have that pre-approval letter in hand, we're free to go shopping for you. We can go ahead and find your home. If you do not have a pre-approval letter is absolutely required for me and my team to go out and take you shopping for a home. Because then we know your budget, we'll know the realistic budget, we'll know how much we have to work with. And also, just because you're pre-approved, say for $300,000, if you're pre-approved for $300,000, just because you're pre-approved for $300,000, that does not mean that you have to go out and spend $300,000 on a home. So if you do, that's fine. It's available for you. That's your limit. But you can spend, if you find a home that you love and you fall in love with, that's $235,000, and you're pre-approved for $300,000, you can go ahead and purchase that $235,000 home. Now, on the flip side, if you go ahead and you're pre-approved for $300,000, we're not going to go shopping for a house that's $400,000 because you're not pre-approved for that. That's not within the confines of our budget, which is the reason for having a pre-approval letter. So once we have the pre-approval letter in hand, then we're good to go. We can go ahead and go shopping for your home, which brings us to the very next step, which is shopping. for the home. So that means that we're going out and we are looking for your home. When you're working with my team and I, we have assessed your needs. So we shouldn't spend a lot of time shopping for a home because we have a home buying system that we would have put you through, so we know exactly what you're looking for. And if you're relocating, we have a relocation system that we would have put you through, so we're quite familiar with what you're looking for. So we go shopping for your home, we find your home. Once you find the home that you like, we go ahead and put an offer in on it. You put it in, you can put it on the same day, or you can wait a little bit. I don't recommend really waiting here in our area because homes go, even with the market being a little softer here, homes are still going fast here because we have so many people here looking for homes in the area. So once you make an offer on the home, then it's a matter of us waiting for that offer to be accepted. So once the offer has been accepted, then that's when you pay your earnest money. So your out-of-pocket cost that you're going to immediately pay is going to be your earnest money. So your earnest money is going to be $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. Really, normally it's about 1% of the cost of the home. That's normally your earnest money. That's really basically a deposit that you're putting on the home, saying that that's your good faith, saying that you are going to purchase this home, and that goes towards the purchase of your home. So you don't see that money back again if we go ahead and go through with the process, because it goes towards the purchase of your home. So as soon as your offer is accepted, we've got a certain time period, but you do go ahead and put your earnest money down. That's your out of pocket, that's your immediate out of pocket cost. And then we are in our due diligence period. So for the state of Georgia, we are blessed to have a due diligence period, which is basically a time period that we're given, that you as the buyer are given, to really make sure this is the house that you want to purchase. So at that time, that's when you hire a professional home inspector to come out and look at the home, assess it, make sure everything is exactly the way that you want it. We'll just make sure that you're feeling comfortable with the house. It may not be exactly the way you want it, but you want to make sure that you're comfortable with proceeding with the purchase. And in the event that you're not comfortable with it, then during the due diligence period, you're able to cancel the contract, and your earnest money is 100% refundable. You can get that money back as long as you cancel the transaction within the due diligence period. No questions asked. We don't need to know why. The opposite side, the opposing side, does not need to know why, but we go ahead and then you can cancel the transaction. But assuming that you do not cancel the transaction and that we're going to go ahead and go forward with the purchase, then we're in a due diligence period. We review the home inspector gives us the results of the home inspection really quick. We get the same day turnaround. So as your realtor, I will personally go over that with you, and then you'll determine the repairs that you want to request the seller to do based upon the results of the inspection. So the inspection has a few things that needed to be done, and then you're not comfortable with some of those things, or you just may say, well, no, I don't want to buy it until the seller takes care of that. Then we go back to the negotiating table and we negotiate with the seller. I negotiate on your behalf with the other realtor on behalf of their client, which is the seller. And we're basically going to come into agreement. And so they're going to say either, yes, we will do these repairs, or no, we will not. So there will be some negotiating going back and forth during that stage. So once we're totally through with the negotiations, as far as the inspections are concerned, as far as the repairs are concerned, then we are sailing on to the closing table. So once you make an offer on a property, it takes 30 days to close. So generally, if you're purchasing with a traditional loan, generally it's going to take 30 days to close. So another thing, once your offer is accepted and you're going through the journey, and we're through the underwriting process, which is the process that the loan officer and their team is going through, just basically working in the background for your loan, please do not make any big financial changes. Please do not quit your job. Do not, I don't care, no matter how upset you get with your coworkers, no matter how mad you get with your boss, do not quit your job. Do not change your job unless you talk to your loan officer first, because if you're changing your job because you're relocating, then of course that's a positive thing. And if you're changing your job because you're having an increase, then that can be a positive thing. But definitely talk to your loan officer before making any huge drastic changes like that. So then during this stage, as your realtor, I'm in the forefront. Me and my team are really working to get things done for you in a timely fashion. It is our responsibility to make sure we manage the process, to make sure we get to the closing table on time. Everybody wants to get to the closing table at the time that we have on that contract, which is normally 30 days. So there are a lot of things that are working and going on in the background. You've got your attorneys in the background that we're communicating with, the title company, the appraiser, you've got the loan officer, your lender, of course. And so there are a lot, the home inspector, there's a lot of working parts going on in the background that your realtor is taking care of for you. And also our team is taking care of for you. So you don't have to worry. So I always tell people during this stage, you make sure you keep your job. You make sure you continue to save money because you're going to need money and for your new home. And you make sure you have your packing party because you need to go ahead and pack because your house is going to be, you'll be ready to close on that house soon. So go ahead and get things together on your end. So really, honestly, what I do is I'm focusing on making sure I am reducing as much stress as I can for you and eliminating stress. So what I want is when you purchase your home, at the end of the day, I want you to say, you know what, that was a smooth process. I didn't feel a lot of bumps going on. It wasn't stressful for me. I don't want you to feel that stress. My team and I, we want to be an advocate for you so we can shield you from just all of the emotional strains that you could possibly experience with purchasing a home, because you've got enough on your plate with honestly trying to relocate, whether you're relocating from another country to the US, or if you're relocating from another state to Augusta, or if you're just relocating even across the street. Moving can in itself can be stressful. I know from experience, we've moved from across the country and we've moved several times locally. So moving can definitely be something that we're trying to eliminate the stress on this end as much as possible on behalf of you. So then once we get a little closer to closing, we'll have the home inspector, the professional home inspector, come back out and make sure all of the repairs that the seller did are acceptable. So once they are, then that's fine. But then once we get to a day before closing or either the day of closing, we will have the final inspection. Then we want to just basically make sure everything is in order. We want to make sure that as the people were moving out, they didn't put holes in the walls, make sure everything is just acceptable on behalf of you and acceptable for you to purchase that home. And then we get to the very special day that we all have been waiting for, which is closing day. So everybody is so excited on closing day. You're excited on closing day. We're excited to see you excited. The seller is excited to sell you their home. And we are really, really excited to get to the closing table. Once we get to the closing table, so the closing is going to be about 45 minutes to an hour long. You'll get to the closing. I'll be there right there by your side with you at the closing. If you are out of the country or if you live in another state, I will attend. I do not miss my client closings. I am there with you to make sure everything continues to go smoothly. But once we get to the closing table, it's going to be about 45 minutes to an hour long. Your attorney will be there. Of course, the seller may or may not be there, depending upon their situation. The seller's agent may or may not be there either, depending upon their situation. But I'll be there for you to make sure everything goes through smoothly. And then once we close, you are officially a homeowner. So here in the state of Georgia, you get your keys right at the closing table. So then it's your home. You can move in same day. You can get the house, do whatever you want to do to the house, go shopping for the house then for your furniture. So because then officially you're a homeowner. So those are the steps involved with purchasing a home here in the Augusta, Georgia area. I would be honored to partner with you and help you find your home. My team and I, we're here for you. We'll work on your behalf. Feel free to give us a call, see if we're a good fit for you. go ahead and give us a call at this number here, send us a text, or better yet, in the comments, the very first comment, there is a link. So down below of this video, the very first comment, there is a link to my calendar. Go ahead and schedule an appointment on my calendar, because I would love to hear more about how we can help you here in the Augusta, Georgia area, or how we can help you, and I can put you in touch with some of my associates wherever you are. So remember, wherever you're purchasing a home, we can assist you. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video.